So we're in our child's pose on your mat, letting the breath slow down. Okay, and then from there, coming up onto hands and knees, spread the fingers. So line up your shoulders over the heels of your hands, hips over your knees. Sorry. And then from there, extend your right arm out in front of you. Take your left leg back, coming into the straightforward Superman pose. Making sure you're not sinking into that left shoulder and trying to keep the pelvis level. Okay, from here, on your exhale, lift that left hip up and over the right hip so your toes point to the left. And then sweep that left leg out to the side as you take your right arm the other direction. Come back to neutral, whoops, I'm wobbling, and look back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift the left hip, point the toes to the left, sweep that leg out to the side, sweep your arm the other way, and then go back to your lengthened straight pose. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, lift the left hip, turn the toes to the left, and then pull that leg all the way out to the side as you take your arm the other way. Come back, level the pelvis, and bring the hand and the leg back down. Okay. You can hear the effort in my voice, I'm sure. All right, take your left arm forward, right leg back. Starting from neutral. Inhale, lift the right hip up over the left hip so the toes are pointing to the right, and then pull the leg around as you sweep your arm the other way. Come back to your neutral pose and turn the pelvis back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift the right side of the hips. Exhale, open the leg to the side, arm the other way. Inhale, come back and turn the toes down. And 1 more. Inhale and lift the right hip. Exhale, leg to the right, arm to the left. Come back to the middle. Take the hand down and the knee down. Sit back into child's pose. And then from there, lay yourself all the way down onto your tummy. Reaching your arms forward as if you were diving into a pool, forward to the ground, and legs straight. Take a couple of breaths here before we go into the next exercise. Alright, and then we're going to do the swimming exercise from Pilates. So start by sliding your shoulder blades down away from your ears so you get a sense of space on the side of your neck. Then engage your lower belly, so draw your tummy muscles in from below. Lift your upper body and your lower body just off the ground, so you're hovering. And then start to kick the legs up and down and kick the arms up and down. Pulsing left, right, left, right, left, right, so you're alternating movement. You're trying to keep your head as still as possible and the middle of your body as still as possible while you do the small kicking action, working from the hips and from the shoulders. It's very tempting to hold your breath in this exercise, so try not to do that. Keep breathing, keep hovering, and keep kicking. And then see if you can go a little bit faster without losing your control. And another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower back down. And from there, coming up onto all fours, swing your legs around, so you come into a seated position, legs straight out in front of you. And then just take a nice easy forward fold over the 2 legs. You can hold onto your toes like we did in standing at the beginning of the class. Okay, so starting with some straightforward roll downs. Reach your arms forward, tuck your chin onto your chest. As you inhale, start to move your body back, and then exhale and slowly release your spine all the way down onto the mat, taking your arms back to finish. Inhale, lift the arms to the ceiling, chin onto your chest. Exhale, blow the air out and roll up and over the 2 legs. And just 1 more like that. Inhale to start. Try and keep your chin on your chest as you move backwards. and then lower each section of the spine, one vertebra at a time, down with control. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and round the rest of the body over the legs. Now we're going to add our roll down to a roll over. So on your inhale, do the same thing. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down onto your mat, arms back. I'm going to do this rollover with my arms behind me. If you find that difficult, you can bring your arms back down by your side. I want to do this just for a bit of continuity of movement. So bend the knees one at a time into the air and take them straight up towards the ceiling. On your inhale, lower the feet. On your exhale, fold up and over and reach them all the way back behind you. So if your hands are back there, your feet are nearly onto the hands. And then from here, very slowly try and roll yourself back down onto the mat. Again, trying to bring one vertebra at a time down, either leaving your hands down or leaving them behind you. Then bend the knees, take the feet down onto the ground and straighten. Coming into our roll up from there. Inhale, arms up, chin to chest. Exhale, reach forward and come up and over the two legs. We're going to do another round of that same sequence. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, all the way down. You can leave your arms there or bring them by your side. Bend the knees and then take the feet straight up into the air. Inhale and lower the legs. Exhale and fold all the way up and over. Resting on your shoulder blades. And then breathe in. Use an exhale to slowly peel your spine back down onto the mat. Bend the knees, take the feet down, straighten them again. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, blowing the air out, and then all the way down over the legs again. All right, and then a slightly different type of roll down. You're going to bend the knees coming forward on your mat, and then lift your left foot. You can keep your left knee bent and hold on to the outside of the ankle, or you can have it straight, wherever you're comfortable. But grip onto the ankle and use that connection to lift your chest, so you're getting a little bit taller and longer. Now try and leave the foot there. Let go with the hands round the spine and slowly roll yourself all the way down. Then inhale, lift the arms, look towards that left foot and reach your hands for the foot. As soon as you can hold on to it, you can pull yourself all the way up. We're going to do one more of those. Inhale, exhale, let go of the left leg and slowly roll down, leaving the leg in the air. So the two thighs are lining up, not next to each other. Inhale, arms up, look towards that left foot and reach, coming all the way back up. And then before we change sides, take your right hand over the top of your left foot. So you may need to bend your knee to do that. Wrap it around the outside of that foot. And then before you do anything else, lift your chest and kick that foot forward to help with that action. So you're really using it for the posture. Now turn to the left and reach back with that left hand. So your knee can be straight or bent, but really more you're working on lifting the chest and opening to the left. If the leg is starting to drift across into the right lane, pull it out to the side. Good, one more breath in, and then slowly come back to the center and place that foot down. So second side, right leg up into the air, so holding on to that ankle. Again, lift your chest, use that connection to help with the posture to start with, and then let go, round your spine, and slowly lower yourself all the way down on your out breath. Inhale, arms up, exhale, reaching for the right foot, and then helping to lift those last few degrees. Good, starting from neutral, let go. On your inhale, exhale, all the way down. And then inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, reaching for that right foot. And then once you're up there again, bend the knee enough that you can get your left hand over the top of the foot, wrap it around the little toe edge. And then press the foot forward enough that your chest lifts. You can feel your posture improve. And then rotate to the right, reaching back with that right hand. So if you still feel you're leaning back, try and use that hand to foot connection to pull you forward and up a little bit more. And then on your next out breath, bring the hand back to the center and place the foot down. Okay, from there, roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Okay, breathe in. Exhale, round your spine. Curl your forehead to meet your knees. And then pull your left knee in to try and touch your forehead. At the same time, take your right foot up into the air. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale to lift it back up again. Bend the knee and lower the head. Inhale. Exhale, curling up, forehead to right knee. Inhale, left foot up into the air. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift it up, bend the knee and lower. Inhale. Exhale to your left knee. Inhale the right foot up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale up again and bring your head back down. Next exhale, curl up to the right knee. Inhale the left foot up. Take that leg straight down. Bring it back up again. Bend the knee and lower. One more on either side. Exhale to the left knee. Keep your forehead as close to it as you can throughout the duration of the movement with the other leg. Good. Bend that knee and lower down. And last one. Curling up to the right knee as your left foot lifts. Lowers on your exhale. Inhale, lift it again. And lower all the way back down. From here, similar variation to that exercise. Breathe in. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Now take both feet up into the air. Try and keep your chin on your chest looking forward and keep pulling the tummy muscles down towards the spine. And then take your right foot down to the ground. Inhale, lift it up. Take your left foot down. Inhale, lift it up. And then start slow and get a little bit quicker every few seconds. Trying to match your breathing with it so you're blowing the air out a little bit more. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees in and lower yourself down to the mat. Then from here, take the two arms out to either side. Bring the hands just below shoulder height, palms down to the ground. And then legs straight up into the air, 90 degrees between your legs and your body. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll the two legs to the left. And then pause at a point where you can hold them. Lean into your left elbow, lift your right hand off the ground, and lift up and reach for the legs. Inhale, bring your head back to the mat, and come all the way back to your starting position. So you can really use your bottom arm to help with that lift. Now take your feet to the right, pause and hold them there. Take the left hand off the ground and lift it up to reach for the 2 feet with your left hand, then coming all the way back to the center. 2 more on either side. Exhale, rolling to the left. Inhale, reaching for the feet, come back down, come back to the center. Exhale, right, lift and reach, and then come all the way back. 1 more in either direction. Very nice. Trying to keep your rotation at a point that you can control it, that you're not going to drop all the way over to the ground. And then come back to the center. From here now, keeping the palms down, bend the knees to 90 degrees. And now just do the rotation. Take the legs over to one side. Inhale, bring them back up. And switch. So with the knees bent with a shorter lever, you should find you can go a little bit further and still manage to control it. Try and keep the 2 shoulder blades down as you move. And try and keep those knees at 90 degrees. Sometimes it's hard to feel that alignment. And then from there, come back into the center and hug the knees in. Okay, and then placing the 2 feet down on the ground, still with your arms out to either side. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat or even wider. And then allow both your knees to roll to the left. So your left leg rolls out, your hip is an external rotation, and the right knee rolls in. If there's any pain on the inside of the right knee in this, then just leave this one out and come back up. If there's not, there's another option of picking up your left foot and letting it rest on the outside of the right knee, which will weigh it down towards the ground a bit more. So it'll weigh that hip into more internal rotation. And then just try and keep the shoulders down. You can close your eyes at this point if you like. Start to wind down. And then release the foot off the outside of the knee. If it's there, bring your knees all the way back up into the center. Maybe just reposition the feet so your hips are in the middle, feet wider than the mat, and then roll the knees to the right. You're rolling out to the other side, and if you did it on the first side, you can place your right foot now on the outside of the left knee. This might feel very different on either side, so again, if there's any discomfort or pain, just go back to where you felt most comfortable. And then come all the way back to the center, undo the legs and pull them in. From here we're going to come into the happy baby pose. So bring your knees in towards your chest and then make a 90-degree angle at your knees, more or less, or a bit more than that actually. So your feet are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then separate the legs as wide as you can so they end up sort of on the outside of the body. Reach around the outside of your shin with your hand and hold on to the calf or the ankle or even the foot if you can reach it. And the work of your arms is to exert a pressure down and back. So you're almost pulling your knees down towards the mat as if you could place them on the mat on either side of your rib cage. You're kind of pulling the feet down and back as well. So at a certain point, depending on your hips, you should find that the sacrum starts to curl off the ground. So the very, very lower back comes into a flexion. And if you like, you can sort of rock from side to side in that pose. And then come back into the center. Now coming into the Cobblers Pose on our backs. Bring the two soles of the feet together, holding them there with your hands, and use your elbows to gently encourage your knees a little bit wider. It's coming into a little bit of a groin stretch. And then leaving the legs more or less in that pose, bring the feet down onto the ground and just play around with how close you want to have them to your body. So the more you pull them in, the more of an external rotation on the hips. So it might not be as comfortable. If you slide the feet a little bit further away, it's a little bit more of a looser pose. And try and just work on letting gravity take over, so allowing the knees to fall out to the side. And from there, reach your arms up overhead, lay the backs of the hands on the ground, and try and relax into that position, using the next couple of moments to really focus on our breath. So I want to go back to that 3-4-5 breathing pattern that I often use. In this position, inhale for a count of 3, pause and hold the breath for a count of 4, and then exhale for a count of 5. Try and do all of this in and out through your nose. Inhaling for 3, pause and hold for 4, and exhale for 5. Two more rounds. Inhale for 3, hold for 4, and exhale for 5. And last one, in for 3, hold for 4, and out for 5. And then from there, pull your knees back into the center. Bring your right arm out to the side, and then straighten your left leg. Pull the bent knee across your body. So pull the right knee over to the side with your left arm, going into a big open supine twist. Slowly bring yourself back into the center and switch sides. Straighten the right leg. Pull the left knee in. Using your right hand, take that leg across your body into a twist the other way. And then slowly come all the way back into the center. From there, even though you're practicing at home, I'd encourage you to still give yourself time to have a Savasana, and you can make it as long as you like. So make sure you're warm and comfortable. Allow yourself to just spread out on your mat. Try not to be confined by the size of your mat. So let your legs flop out to either side. Turn the palms up and let the hands curl into their natural position. So you can shuffle your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more so the neck is free. Take a big breath in, open your mouth and side out. And then for the next couple of breaths, do a nice slow systematic body scan, starting from your feet and working all the way up, seeking out any unnecessary tension, any muscles that you're still holding on to that serve no purpose in this moment, that you can let go, you can give them the freedom to just relax and soften. As you work your way up, pay particular attention to the breathing muscles around the diaphragm, the intercostals and the rib cage. Around your neck and shoulders, can you let go a little bit more? The muscles of your jaw, your tongue, your mouth, can you soften them? The muscles around your eyes, your forehead, can you uncrinkle them? Letting go anything that doesn't serve you. And then as you start to feel the effect of that conscious relaxation on the body, notice the shift in how you feel lying here on your mat. And try and take that shift further into your mind. So allow your mind to follow suit. Follow the example of the body as it relaxes, softens. It lets go of anything that doesn't serve a purpose in this moment. So any thoughts that keep jumping into your head, any recurring worries, just know that you don't need to think about them right now. You can let them go. You can give yourself this space and this peace for another few minutes.